Hi everyone, Dr. Jeff here with you again this week. It's leading up to Thanksgiving this weekend, and weather's supposed to be nice. Hopefully people can enjoy it. I thought today we'd talk a little bit about maybe some food alternatives or how to get some low-calorie items into your Thanksgiving dinner. The average Thanksgiving dinner, the person will consume between 2,500 and 3,000 calories, which is about 500 to 1,000 more calories than a person needs in a day. So lots of calories been consumed, and I know some people are complaining about a little bit of COVID weight they put on. So we can talk a little bit about some maybe healthy choices for this weekend. So when it comes to your vegetables, try and go maybe with some green beans or some squash, sweet potato, things like that. Maybe even some asparagus. Instead of getting your mashed potatoes with lots of butter and milk and salt and everything, maybe go with some mashed cauliflower instead of the mashed potatoes. When it comes to meat, turkey is really good, but there's a lot of fat in the skin, so try and avoid the skin if you can. Whether you're using the dark meat or the white meat, it doesn't really matter. There's actually more nutrients, more vitamins and minerals in the dark meat than in the white meat, but the dark meat does have more saturated fat in it. So it's kind of give or take what you want versus dark meat versus white meat. When it comes to making the dressing, dressing is one of the most important parts, but try and maybe use some olive oil instead of butter in it. Try and go with some whole grain bread instead of white bread with it, and use some low sodium chicken broth instead of the regular chicken broth when you're making it up. And of course, gravy is the most favorite part of the meal. Also has the most calories in it. So when you're making the gravy, maybe you want to take those turkey drippings and see if you can strip off some of the fat. There's a number of ways that you can do that with a strainer, or even let it cool a little bit and scrape off the fat will rise to the top and scrape it off. But there's a number of different ways you can do that. You can also use some low sodium chicken broth again for it. If you want to flavor it with some white wine or some rosemary or some other different spices, you can do that as well. And again, maybe using some olive oil or different types of oils instead of using butter for it. Try and decrease the calories in it a little bit. So hopefully, of course, when it comes to dessert, that pumpkin pie with lots of whipped cream and stuff on top. Maybe take that and make a little pumpkin creme brulee. Less calories, a little fluffier, and still getting that nice pumpkin taste. So hopefully, if you incorporate some of these little suggestions into your dinner this weekend, you can reduce the calorie intake a little bit to keep that belly fat from growing. If you have any questions about anything we're talking about today, you can always email me at jgoldsworthy@goldswellness.com. I'm heading out next week to get a new hip on Tuesday, so I may be not talking to you for a couple weeks, but as you know, as Goldsworthy Chiropractic, we've always got your back.